Let me catch my breath. Hi guys, welcome back. Episode 39. That's crazy. Here we have a special guest, and once again, just like the first guest, it's Mango. Say hi, Mango.
Hi, what's up?
So today, I'm hoping it's gonna be a really long episode. I hope. But also, the last time Mango was on, we literally forgot to tell how we met or anything about Mango. We literally just started talking about Michelle Obama and how much we hate niggas. So, this episode, we're gonna give Mango a little introduction. So, you want to introduce yourself? You want to say how you met, how we met?
We at Planet Fitness though.
So, we met in the gym.
Yeah, we met at the gym. We had Mia.
Yep. So, we had mutual friends. Well, her friend was my coworker at the time. And then I was working out in like a little group. So I was working out with another coworker who was a guy and another guy who just came to the gym. We ended up being really close. So it was me and two dudes working out, and we were doing legs and abs. So we knew Mia, which is who Mango was working out with, because she worked with us. And we was like, oh, there go Mia. And we were all like, damn, who that she with? Like, because Mango got a fat ass, right? So you could see it from a mile away. So we was like, oh my God, who is that? All three of us was just like, damn, who is this? That's crazy. So then Mia, we see Mia, we go, hey Mia, how you doing? And Mia go, hey, this is my cousin or sister or whatever she called you at the time. She called you something. She didn't say friend. So we were like, oh hey. And she called you Mango. So we were like, yep, that name fits. So that's where Mango was talking about how she didn't want to talk to nobody, but her friend at the time just came up to us and started talking to us. She was like, well, I guess I got to. So continue.
Okay, so then I come and then they're talking. I introduce myself because it's like rude to like just walk up
Just
to like,
there.
hey Mia, come on.
Facts.
So somehow
Not trying to talk to these niggas like
somehow we all ended up just sitting down,
Facts.
having a whole conversation.
Facts.
Like just fuck the whole workout. We just started having a conversation.
Nobody looked at shit anymore.
About whatever the fuck we were talking about. Remember when Daniel tried to like get up like how Mia did and he like bounced off?
Oh, when they was trying to like do that matrix to get up, like when they tried to bounce off the floor on their back.
Yeah,
bro. Who told him he could do that? Did he do it?
Yeah, no, he didn't do it. He tried and bounced.
Jesus, not bounce. That's a buoyancy boy. Because Mia did do it, right?
Yeah, Mia did it.
Yeah, and he was like, I could do that. And everybody was like, I'm pretty sure you can. I'm actually 100% positive you can't.
Don't. And he was like, I'm gonna prove you wrong,
right? Because so Daniel has a really athletic lower body. He has super strong legs, huge calves,
girthy calves.
Of that, and because of that, he thinks that he can just do anything that involves like swift movement. And he's a very top heavy boy. He's not fat at all. He's just top heavy, and he tries to do these things, and it's just like
it doesn't work out.
You can't, Nemo. You can't do it, Nemo. Please. But he gives it a really strong effort. So A for effort. That's all that matters. But yeah, so then we all sat down.
Mia brings up, oh yeah, I want to lose weight. Yep. I want you to train me. Yep. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I guess whatever. And so Mike's like, okay, so what do you want? We can all come out. We can all come out tomorrow. I'm like, okay, I don't work out on Saturdays. Like, This is already ready too many red flags for me.
Right.
So we're gonna come to the gym on Saturday at 9 a.m. We're gonna meet up at 9 a.m. at the gym and work out on arms.
Right.
Arms that me and Mia were supposed to be doing that day that she left me to do.
Didn't she like? Was this the same time where she like went to throw up like 2 or 3 times, or was that a different time?
I think that was probably a different time.
Okay, because this was the.
But she did that a lot.
We would be working out, and then she would disappear and come back. She was like, I had to throw up. Like, girl, what is everything okay? Is everything all right? But yeah, so after that day, we all just kind of like worked out as a group. Mia slowly but surely stopped showing up to the workouts. And she came to about 3.
Yeah, 3 or 4
workouts. And in those workouts, she would be like, yeah, y'all,
this is not it.
I'm not doing this no more. I feel like I'm about to die. And so we were fine with that. So, and that was a little workout group for a while. So
Then Daniel got on probation.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that because Daniel definitely listened to this podcast. I'm not trying to out my boy, but
what's up, Daniel? Love you,
love you. But there were some restrictions that some of us, got on and it interrupted gym opportunity hours, and so Mango was really friendly with everybody, but you could tell that Mango really only wanted to hang around with me, but Mango literally.
I keep doing it. My bad.
Turn it down. This is the second time she didn't open her phone, and this is like, bye.
I don't know why.
It's okay. I'm gonna edit it out, and I'm probably not, which is the crazy thing. But I was telling Mango earlier, like, she just will not let me leave her alone. Like, anytime I'm mad or anything, she'll be like, okay, boo, take your little moment, take your little time.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Literally talk to you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay. Like, if I put an episode out, she's like, yep, this was cute. You all right? You good? Like, she just won't let me leave her alone. And now, out of the whole workout group, me and Mango are literally like the last man standing. And it's again because she won't leave me alone. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's just that's the story of me and Mango. Okay, so Mango is nervous as fuck because I just said, like, I don't know if I want to move on to the next topic or if I want to tell them more about you. Because last episode, they literally, the only thing I said was that your name is Mango and I know you. That's it.
And that my ass was fat.
And that your ass is fat, which I said multiple times this episode. But they need more like a description. Like, okay, so tell them how old you are.
I'm 25. I was about to say I was 24.
I saw your lip form the 4, and I was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. So Mango is 25. We're the same age. Am I older than you? I feel like I turned 25 first, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you turned 25, like, literally a couple weeks ago.
And then you thought that my birthday was in April.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. No, because honestly, somebody told me that it was in April.
But I told you I was a Leo.
Those two did not correlate in my mind at all. I was like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe she's an April Leo. I had no idea that wasn't in that month. I had no idea. And I knew that you were a Leo. I just also thought that your birthday was in April. So I don't know what happened. I don't know who told me that, but
and I'm sitting here like, yeah, for my birthday, you're like, your birthday.
Yeah, I'm like, bitch, your birthday been passed.
I was like, no, my birthday is next week.
Like, my birthday is in days, bitch. I was like, that's crazy. Because I definitely thought we already did this. This is wild. But yeah, it sure was. And I was sabotaged. That's all I gotta say. I was sabotaged. Nobody, because I feel like you never told me your birthday. I asked somebody else when your birthday was, and they were like,
"I told
you
my birthday." We all talked about it, like,
bro,
it was all in plans.
Yeah, we probably did. That's probably how I knew you were a Leo, because you definitely told me your birthday. I just, like I said, I was sabotaged. That's all I can say.
Someone overwritten the data.
Facts. It was like data overload. I was like, huh? What you mean it's next week? Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? Oh, and then tell them your little fiasco with your birthday and your hair.
Oh my gosh.
Live it. Just, let me just breathe.
PTSD.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Okay, so like I had this whole plan. I had everything booked like months in advance. So she only opens her book for the next month, like the 24th of the previous month.
Already difficult.
So you had to wait till the 24th to get the next month's book. So I stayed up to 12 a.m. to get the I stayed up trying to
12 a.m.
Yeah, to 12 a.m. for her books to open up so I could book this appointment.
Right.
Booked it for the 29th. So she texted me 6 a.m. in the morning saying, "Hey, are we still on for our appointment at 4 p.m.
Right.
or 3:30 p.m.?" I was like, "Yes." I'm also up at 6 a.m. So I responded right back.
Right.
So she's like, "Okay, cool." So now I'm getting ready. It's like 2:30. I'm getting ready for my appointment. She texted me like 45 minutes before the appointment and was like, "Oh, my grandma's in hospice. She's getting transferred to hospice. So I'm going to have to cancel the appointment."
No. My immediate response, "I'll meet you in hospice, bitch. You doing my hair. There's no way. There's absolutely no way."
And it's just
the day of,
minutes
away, hours away from you. No, I'll meet you at the hospice. What's the location?
And it's me just trying to be nice. I'm like, I hope everything's okay.
Ain't no way. It would have made me so mad. That would have made me so mad. And not even to be insensitive. Why did you wait until this morning? That would have really made me sad. And it was gonna be such a cute hairstyle too.
It was.
I think that's the thing that would have pissed me off, because the outfits that you bought were
to correlate
correlate with.
So it like messed up the whole thing.
Shit,
like I'm sitting here in my head picturing, I'm gonna have
I'm
these
finna
locks
eat
down to my
I'm
ass.
Finna eat. You bitches don't even know I'm finna eat, and now grandma's in hospice. Like, what the fuck?
Now I'm crying
right
at 3 p.m.
literally crying in the club.
Blow dried I blew out my hair the night before, made sure everything, like, you can't say my hair is not washed. It's not. I washed, blow dried it, damn near. I had it sectioned, damn near at this point. Like,
I'm ready. All I got to do is sit down and let you begin. And you talking about hospice.
I paid for extra parts and everything. I had a plan. I was gonna go and get that touched up.
No.
I was gonna make those last until Thanksgiving.
That's what you said. You said I'm not taking them out till November. That's so wild. I would have cried. I because it was a day of, and it was like hours away from you actually like going to get the hairstyle. If it was me, I don't know. I think I would have said something rude. There is no way I would have been like, oh my God, I hope she's okay. Like, even though I would have hoped she was okay, obviously, I don't want nobody grandma to be dying, but there is no way a fuck or a bitch wouldn't have been in a text message. Like, I would have been so, because you're essentially, you're like really ruining my birthday. Like, I was supposed to be locked down with all of these outfits correlating to my hairstyle, and now I have to figure out.
I had so many fits planned towards the hair. I'm like, okay, and I don't have to worry about my hair for months.
As a woman, exactly. That's what I was just about to say. As a woman, like, you planned this hairstyle to not only eat for your birthday, but to be your hairstyle for the next following weeks and months. Like, you fucked up my whole next 2 months. Like, what do you talk about hospice? Like, I don't
sliding
understand.
down the road crying. Like,
nose is bleeding, ears are sweating. Like, you really fucked up my
everybody knew what my hairstyle was. Like, I told everybody, I'm bragging on her. I'm like, I'm gonna post like, I'm gonna tag her in my pictures and everything, because I'm trying to be a content creator. So I was just gonna like, okay, whatever photos I get, bitch, I'm tagging you.
Oh my God. No, Mango. No,
it's that,
and shit like that. I would have took it personally if it was me, because I'm like, of course this shit happened on my birthday. Like, this shit don't happen to nobody else but me. Like, I would have took it so personally. I'm telling you, I don't think I would have cussed her out, because again, I really do hope her grandma was in hospice, so that way you would have a legit reason to cancel. But I wouldn't have cussed her out. But a cuss word would have been said. I promise you that, because I would have been pissed off.
Oh no, she would have. She would have got some words if she was like, "Oh, deposit kept." Like,
oh, she gave you a deposit.
Yeah, she gave me a deposit.
Okay. I didn't know that part.
I would have been at her salon waiting.
That's crazy. Okay, if she gave,
and she did try to reschedule, but it was just like the way everything was cut and planned. There was no point.
It's no point. Like, my birthday has come and gone, bitch. It's come and gone, and I can't wear these outfits on a regular Tuesday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? These were for ass shaking in the club, and thank you for that.
But now I'm in here with an HD curly lace wig,
and she got a wig, and it looked great.
But that's not what I wanted.
You can tell that's not what she wanted to go with these outfits.
Everybody's and she bought like, the wig looks so good. I'm like, I hear you, but
you don't know what it could have been. You don't know what it could have been. Like, and that's the fucked up part. Is like, I was gonna eat regardless, but like the vision of what I had is just not here.
Like, drink anymore or anything, like
whole night ruined. Like
it was just like, okay.
Like, of course, you're still gonna turn up and stuff because it's your birthday, but in the back of your mind, it's just like,
I deserve so much better.
My hair is not even done the way I wanted it to be done. Like,
right, and then on top of that, I had to do my hair too.
Yeah, that would have pissed me off.
Like, I booked the appointment specifically. Like, every time if I'm gonna book an appointment, I always do all my appointments around my birthday, because I can do my own hair.
Right. That's a flex, because I can't. I don't even like washing my shit.
I'm not going to want to do my hair on my birthday. I want to be pampered on my birthday.
Facts, as you should.
So I book appointments like lashes, waxes, anything that I want. I get it. I book it. And so I booked it with the intention. Like, I wasn't even paying for my hair either. My boyfriend was paying for it. Like, it was just going to be
everything was set. Like, what? That's so fucking irritating.
So she canceled. I had to find a wig within that same hour, because people who have wigs on hand, they go fast. So had to get a wig.
I'm telling you what, you handled that situation with so much class and so much maturity, because the way I would have went to sleep, canceled my whole birthday function. Fuck it, fuck me. I'm going to bed. Like, I can't handle this amount of stress. When shit don't go my way, I can't handle it, especially when it's such simple shit. When it's like simple requests or simple shit that I want to get done, and it's just impossible for that shit to happen. I'm just like, I'm gonna charge this whole day, and I'm just going to fucking sleep. I'll try again tomorrow. I know tomorrow ain't my birthday, but fuck this day. I can't do it, and I'm not in the right state of mind to handle this type of anxiety and stress. I'm going to
I used to be like that. Well, I have friends coming down from driving down and stuff to come, and I was like, okay, I'll try to be mature about this because usually old me, 2020 me, I'm like, oh girl, this whole day is canceled, this whole night is canceled, this whole month is canceled.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cry myself to sleep at that. I'm gonna be in the bed. You knew that Stewie me when he roll over and he's like, that's gonna be me. I hate stressful shit. And I talked about it in the episode before. I'm not, if shit start to get too much for me, I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna be like, I don't care anymore. Me and Mango were talking about video games. I was playing Detroit Become Human like last week. And there's a part in the game where you gotta look for this little girl. What's her name? Annie or something like that. If you played the game, you know her name. Kara had her. And so because she was about to get killed by that man. And they in like a 10-room mansion. And I gotta look for this little girl on like a 3-minute stop clock. This little girl gonna die today. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not looking for this little girl. I'm not. And then it was like the letters were getting bright red as the time was running out. I got 10 rooms to search and she ain't been in the last 4. I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not about to let my anxiety levels get up like that. I can't do it. But yeah, you definitely handled that situation. To have your literal day ruined by not being able to book your appointment, and then with the same energy figure out that you have to get a wig now. I applaud that. I would have texted everybody, the birthday's off. Don't text me. Like, I know that's so dramatic, but I promise you that's what I would have done. I don't even want to turn 25 anymore. Like, this shit is over. I'm done with it. I would have been fucking livid. Oh my God.
Yeah, everybody was like, oh my gosh, you're handling this so well. And my boyfriend was like, you're handling this real well. Because he knows I'll just be like, okay, fuck it. That's it. I can't. But I was like, okay. Like, I came to pick him up from work. I was like, okay, so I came to pick you up, but I have to go pick up this wig. And he was like, a wig? I thought we were going to the appointment. I was like, I don't want to talk about it.
Like, listen, things have changed. Emotions are arising, and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I was like, just drive me to Normandy, please.
Oh, Mango, I would have been so mad. Oh my goodness. But like I said, you handled it like a champ. But okay, guys, let's jump right into the episode. I don't have a lot to talk about today, honestly. Me and Mango are just kind of like freestyling, but she helped me figure out something that I've been needing somebody to know what I'm talking about for the past like 15 years of my life. So y'all remember a couple episodes ago when I was telling y'all about this pastry that I used to eat in elementary school, and I think I had it in middle school too, but I was in North Carolina when I had it. And it was like cinnamon, and it had icing on top, and it was warm, and it was soft, and they served it to us at breakfast. For 15 years of my life, every single time I bring that up to somebody, nobody ever know what the fuck I'm talking about, and it used to drive me insane. But also, I grew up in Virginia Beach. I was in North Carolina when they served it, so I was like, maybe it's a different school system. And now I'm out here in Florida. I was like, maybe they just don't serve the same shit. But then I found out that all schools mostly get their school lunch from the same company. So Mango was asking me about it. I don't even know what she looked up, but she found it. She showed me a picture. She was like, is this it? Bitch, I almost had tears in my eyes. I was like, yes, that is it. I was so excited because it's the only image I've ever had of it for 15 years was the image in my fucking head. So to see it on a screen, I almost cried. I was like, oh my gosh, that is it. And what was it called? Tony's
Pastries or something like that.
God damn it, where is it? Tony's. Oh, Tony's cinnamon pastries. That's what it was called. And I'm very excited. They don't sell it on the website no more. Every link I clicked was discontinued as fuck. But to know that it's real and that I didn't it wasn't like a fever dream of mine, it feels really good. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, but we also seen this recipe where it's like a little dupe for it. So yes. I might make it because I do be baking for her.
I just need some nostalgia. And I probably should stop calling it a pastry because I realized when I was talking to Mango that pastries sound like flaky, like it sounds like a croissant or something like that.
Biscuit.
Like a biscuit. And it wasn't like that. It was like cakey.
So that's probably why you had a bunch of people confused.
Yes. Niggas was like, we didn't have croissants at our ghetto ass school, bitch. What kind of fancy shit did you go to? And it wasn't at all, but so I should have said it was like a warm cinnamon cake. But when I say cake, I think of like that rectangular shape, and it wasn't. I mean that triangular shape, and it wasn't like that. It was flat.
Yeah, like I know what you're talking about. Like it was square.
Yeah. So
like as soon as we seen it, and I was like, oh, bitch, I had this. Yes. And it was like, bitch, it was a cake.
Oh my God, I feel so validated. Like that's like 15 years of weight off my shoulders. Like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. And then there's another thing that I just asked Mango if she had, and I want to see if anybody else had this as a kid. Now, a lot of the stuff I experienced as a child, I was in North Carolina. I was in North Carolina from like 7 to like 11, I guess. I don't remember. How I was in first grade from sixth grade in North Carolina. So whatever age you are in those grades. So there was this toy that I used to play with back in the day, and I hope somebody knows what it is because Mango didn't know what it was. But I'm assuming it's because Floridians just didn't have it. Maybe it was a North Carolina thing.
I don't know. I just genuinely never seen it.
So the toy I'm talking about, and it wasn't really a toy. It was more like a device. But as much as a device could be back in like 2005. Anyway, it was called a Video Now, and it was either purple or pink, and it came with these little mini DVD discs, and you could pop it in, and you could watch like mini shows up there. Like I remember Fairly Odd Parents was up there, and this was like back in the day Nickelodeon. So you could watch Just Jordan on there. That show with I think his name was Lil Jordan, Lil something.
You said Just Jordan, right?
Just Jordan, yeah. That show was up there, and then the Little Romeo show was up there. There was a bunch of shows up there. You could even listen to music. It was so dope. And I don't remember if you had to connect headphones to it, but I'm assuming you did because I don't think that shit would just play out loud. But there was a little screen. You could watch little TV and shit. It was so cute. And when I talked to my siblings about it, they obviously remember because we had it in the house. But nobody else I've ever talked to knows what the fuck that is, and I know that's real because I googled it and I found it, and I was like, yeah, I know that's not a FIFA.
Yeah, you showed it to me. I never had that. Like, I had like the PSP. I had a Game Boy. Well, actually, it was my mom's Game Boy. I just took over it. She had that little frog game.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, bro. Yes.
She had a GameCube.
Yep.
I had a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1.
Yep.
Crash Bandicoot.
Back in the day. Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot was my shit.
Facts.
Then I remastered it and shit. Like,
PSP was definitely ahead of its time. I say that all the time.
Yeah,
it was definitely. It's basically a Switch.
It is.
It's basically a Switch. I don't think it got the props it deserved.
It didn't get its flowers.
Facts. I told you that was the first game I played. Crash Bandicoot, and what was the other one? Ratchet and Clank. That was the first time I ever played Ratchet and Clank before, and I used to love that fucking game. Sonic. I think that's the first time. I didn't even play Sonic on my Nintendo DS. I played it on the PSP for the first time because when I played Nintendo, I like on my Nintendo DS. I played like Harvest Moon, Nintendogs, Cooking Mama. Like there was really no action games.
Cooking Mama.
Yeah, I had no. And action
I had
games.
the Mario. I had a Mario sports game.
I had no Mario.
I don't know. It was like something like I'm going to the Olympics or whatever. And I'm just
I know what you're talking about. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I had a Naruto game, but it wasn't really I mean, I guess that was the most action game I had, but all of my games were just weird ass games. Nintendo Dogs, I used to be emotionally invested in them dogs. Like, oh my god, Harvest Moon, it was just like a place where you could have babies and farm and take care of animals. I had like 13 cows and chickens. But yeah. And I still have my DS too. In like 20 years, that's gonna be worth a lot of money. It's the first one. It's all pink. Y'all know the one I'm talking about.
I had a baby blue one.
Was it the? Was it the 3DS?
Yeah, I think so.
See, yeah. See, mine is the Nintendo. It's the first one that ever came out. I'm telling you, in like 25 years.
Yeah, you gonna.
I'm gonna get a couple. Yeah, it don't got a scratch on it. It don't have the pen no more because I don't know who could still possibly have that fucking pen. It was skinny as fuck. You should slip out all the fucking time.
Yeah, my pen used to stay slipping out.
Oh my gosh, I don't know where that shit went. But I remember I got it Christmas Day when I was like 8 years old.
I don't remember. I know I was in middle school when I got mine, but I love that little DS.
It was so cute. I still got it. I hold on to it on dear life. I'm gonna get some money for. I don't even think I would sell it. I think I would just keep it.
On my PlayStation 2, I had the Bratz game.
I'm so jealous. I've always wanted to play Bratz game.
I love Bratz so bad.
But I grew up with a brother, so all the games that I had were gifts for him that he would just let me play. Except my Nintendo, that was mine. But when we had a Wii, it was somebody, because he grew up with 2 girls and a mom, so he was the only boy. So they would try to give him stuff like to make him feel, not secluded. Yeah, manly. So they would give him all these fucking games, and so I never had any girly games because I would always be playing his games. Like what's the one that I fucking hated that I couldn't play for shit? Halo. I used to hate that fucking game. We used to play Magic Kingdom. Is that what it's called? No, it's not. Kingdom Hearts. There you go.
That's my boyfriend's favorite game.
Yeah, it used to be my favorite game too, but it got lame over the years. If that's your favorite game, I'm sorry, but it did. It should have stopped. But yeah, I didn't have no Bratz game. Did you have? But see, this is going back into times where I just barely remember though. We used to have this SpongeBob game where you had to hook it up to the HDMI in the front of the TV. You had to sit right in the front of the TV and play with his nose was like the joystick. And there was that. It was like jellyfish pop where you had to like move them and he would have to like pop balloons.
I didn't have that, but I had the Pac-Man version of something like that.
Yeah.
My mom would love like the old little games. So she would sit down and kick us off the PlayStation. Like, I want to play my game now. Like, ma'am, I'm trying to create this outfit for my fashion show.
Pac-Man used to stress me the fuck out.
It did.
That is the most,
especially when they corner you.
Yeah, anxiety-inducing game ever. Like, and then they start like blinking like blue, like I'm like, please, I can't do this.
The music pick up.
Yeah, I told you when shit get like that, just give up. I just dropped the joystick. I'm like, eat me. I don't care. I can't do this.
I also had a Shrek game.
I had the Shrek game too,
where it's like a
my god,
it's a PlayStation game, and then it's like one part where you have the gingerbread man.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Why I haven't thought about that game in so long. You're like unlocking a memory. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You had to sing. You had to do the singing part with Fiona.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Holy shit, I like blocked that game out of my whole life. That's crazy. I do know exactly what you're talking about. I had that too. Well, my brother did. That's crazy. You know what game I'm undefeated in? What? Still to this day. I haven't played it since I was like 18, but I'm pretty sure I still got it. The Michael Jackson Experience.
Oh, I had that game too. We had it on Xbox.
Undefeated. We had it on the Wii.
Oh, so you might.
Undefeated. What was that game? They don't really care about us? Girl, undefeated in that one. Oh my god, the little chest pat. Yeah, I ate. I was killing it. But I'll probably never do it now because I hate dancing now. But 15, 18-year-olds are eating everybody up. I was dragging people. I was inviting people. I was like, no, come get your ass whipped. Like you can't do these dance moves like I can't. But yeah, that was the
Black people just dance.
Facts. Literally, like any barbecue, they was like, throw that just dance home.
The experience.
Literally the experience. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was my little.
I know they made so much money from that game.
Oh, of course. And it was all of his hits. They had Thriller up there. They had everything up there.
Yeah, they had all of them, black or white.
Did you ever play Just Dance?
I played it, but I didn't. My people didn't buy the game. I had to go over to my friend's house and they had it.
I think I've never played Just Dance, but I thought I did. And what I was actually playing was Guitar Hero. That game is hard as fuck.
How did you mix that up?
Because you gotta really actually.
Bet you like pressing buttons though with Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Just Dance, you're just dancing, literally.
Oh. Yeah. See, I don't know. I don't know what I thought I was doing. I told everybody I was playing Just Dance, but it was like an actual guitar. You had to like push buttons.
Yeah,
and
you
shit.
were playing Guitar
like,
Hero.
I don't know who has this hand-eye coordination, but fuck this. I was like, I'm not doing this. I actually got pissed off. So I don't like to learn how to play games if it's not an easy concept. Like if I can't watch you play it and be like, oh, I got it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to play it. That's why I like watching gameplays because I know I'll never play that game. It'll piss me off. So if I watch you play
with horror games.
Yeah. So if I watch you play it, the anxiety goes away because you can have it all for me and I don't actually have to experience it. That's why I love gameplays. But even things as simple as card games, like my skill in card games goes as far as Go Fish. I'm not learning how to play spades. The first time I played Uno was in 2021. Like I just
really
never played it in my entire life.
Oh my god!
The flight attendants I was with at the time, they was like, "How have you never played Uno, bitch?" I was like, "See how mad y'all getting? This is why I never played this fucking game because y'all about to punch me in my chest because I don't know what I'm doing, and then I'm about to lose because y'all gonna cheat." Blackjack. My sister and my mom used to play this game called 5,000. I'm pretty sure they made it up. Nobody's ever heard of it. I'm pretty sure they made the game up. It was stupid as fuck. You had to have so much knowledge in math to play this game. And absolutely I was like, I feel like that's a personal attack on me. And I feel like y'all created this game out of spite for me because everybody who know me know that I am embarrassingly bad at math. So it's just like, why would you invite me to play a game knowing that I got to cross, multiply, and divide? Like,
cross, multiply, and divide?
Like,
for fun is insane.
For fun, it's crazy. And I actually think y'all are my ops because there's no way you
who comes up with a game like that?
And then they like expanded it out to the family. So now all my cousins know how to play. My aunts know how to play. The only one who don't know how to play this motherfucking game is Ari, because Ari the stupid one. Like that's not cool. Like I hated it so much. And they're like, we can teach you. You can't teach me, bitch. I don't know how to do like
numbers. I can't do numbers.
You can't teach me how to play the game if math is the number one part of the game. Like I'm gonna start crying. I can't do this. So.
If Johnny had 5
exactly, and that's the type of mom. That's the type of mom my biological mom was. It's like, why are you? And then the crazy part is, she was good at math, but she couldn't read or pronounce words for shit. And I was excellent at that. So we would be fighting over each other. Like, she was like, how do you not know what 7 times 8 is? And I'm like, bitch, because I don't. Like, what? How do you not know how to spell octopus? Like, fuck you. So we would get into fights all the time. But yeah, I just am not. if it's not an easy concept, and if I can't like observe, or the first time you tell me how to do it and I don't immediately pick it up, I don't want to fucking do it. I don't want to do it. I learned all the things I needed to learn in high school. I hate to be taught unless I want to learn it. Unless it's something I'm genuinely interested in, I want to learn.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. Mango just brought up something I was telling her earlier. So I don't know why all of my exes are spinning the block. They're all spinning the block.
It's because it's retrograde. Venus retrograde is about relationships.
I need retrograde to stop.
Yep, and then Mercury retrograde is about to be
It's crazy. So one of my ex hit me up, and out of nowhere. So it's very important for y'all to know that when I started this podcast in December of last year, I blocked like every person that has ever met me. From I'm dead ass serious, from the TikTok, from the Instagram page. I don't want anybody to accidentally scroll upon this bitch.
But why though?
Because I just
if you want if you want the podcast to be as big as you're saying,
I promise you, it's gonna be big without them niggas ever seeing it. I promise you, it's billions of people in this world. They'll be okay. They'll be okay. And a lot of people. I'm gonna get back on topic, but a lot of people ask me why I don't tag my podcast on my main page, like my Crossing the B page, because it has a lot of followers, and I'm like, that's the exact example. Those people over there are the exact example of people I don't want to listen to my podcast. Like, those are people I've been following since I've had my Instagram, which was back in like 2011. Those are the worst group of people I've ever come across. Those I want to detach myself away from those people and start a batch of new, fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, those are not the people I want to listen to this fucking podcast. And it's some people who haven't seen me since middle school, haven't known me since high school. I'm a whole different bitch now. So it's just like, we have no common interest anymore. There's no reason for us to share things with each other. That's why I don't post on that page no more. It's like, I have outgrown a lot of you niggas. And most of them are in Virginia. And I ain't been in, it's just, if I'd rather not. I'd really rather not. But anyway, back to the whole ex spinning the block thing. One of my exes that texted me, and out of nowhere, number not saved or nothing, and he was like, why don't you talk about Avatar anymore on your podcast? Because I think in one episode, bitch, I talked about how Aang wouldn't have been able to defeat the Fire Lord if he didn't meet Toph, which is facts, by the way, I think he wouldn't have been able to do nothing had Toph not been there, but I digress.
I didn't watch all of Avatar because he was like, it was pissing me off.
Yeah, Katara, if I was like, bitch, and everybody say this, but if you mention your mom one more fucking time, anything, the worst shit can happen to somebody else, and she'd be like, well, I lost my mom. Bitch, my whole village just got eradicated, okay? I don't need to hear that right now. That shit used to piss me off. Oh my gosh.
But Zuko? No, it was like, I know that he's like a little kid, and he missed 1,000 years and whatever.
He was like 100.
Whatever the fuck it was.
He just locked in the iceberg.
Like, you just went to sleep.
Yeah,
like, cool.
literally.
I understand that. Like, you want to catch up on your childhood. But it's just like, nigga, it's important things right now. Like, nigga,
we need you.
Why are you trying to penguin sled?
That's crazy. And he was such a peaceful little boy. He was like, well, I'm not going to kill him. Everybody was like, well, you need to, nigga. That nigga got to go. He was calling upon the other avatars. Avatar Kyoshi was like, yeah, nigga, I'll do it again. Like, what the fuck? But Aang, I could understand Aang because he was literally a little boy. And he had to catch up to like 100 years of like mass war and division. But I don't know. Katara used to piss me off. She was just, when that bitch started bloodbending, I was like, okay, maybe I was wrong. I was like, isn't it crazy that I started liking her when she started doing evil shit? And my favorite character is Zuko.
Zuko?
I think Zuko's character development in that show was amazing.
I heard he had nice character development.
It was amazing.
I really wanted to go and I really wanted to like it, but it's just like, little kids in animes pisses me off. Like,
I feel you.
Like, there's nothing more aggravating than a little kid in an anime. Like, I love kids down in real life.
And they voice be so
high pitched. Yeah.
And see, I'm glad you said that because I also think Avatar is an anime. And a lot of people will argue you down that it's not, but it fucking is. Like, just put it in the fucking category. I mean, I don't care.
They could, if I feel like this is going to be a strong take, I might have to off the record. I don't want to get dragged.
We'll see if I edit it out. Say what you saying.
People consider Dragon Ball Z an anime, Pokemon anime. Pokemon's anime.
It is.
So why not Avatar?
The only reason people have a logical fight that it's not anime is because it's not Japanese.
I suppose.
And it's just like,
but it gives
that's exactly
that's
it gives
aesthetic.
Japanese.
It's aesthetic.
It gives Studio Ghibli as fuck. Like, please, like, it's a fucking anime. Even if it's not technically, even if it's not classified under anime,
RP to that background artist stuff.
Right.
Yeah, RP to him.
RP. Rest in peace. You did your shit. But anyway, oh my god, off topic as fuck. Anyway, so my ex was like, you should talk about Avatar more, and I only talked about it in that one episode. So then I was like, what you mean more? Like, nigga, how you know what the fuck I be talking about on my podcast? And he was like, oh, I listened to it. And I was like, how? Did it, and where did it pop up for you at? Like, I'm pretty sure I blocked you on everything. And he was like, oh, well, I listened to podcasts on Apple Podcasts, and I was scrolling. I typed in podcasts for Black people, and he was like, I was just clicking on different ones, and then I just stumbled upon yours. I was like, that is a fat ass lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that there's so many.
Let me see.
Yeah, check, because there's no way Black people podcasts on Apple Podcasts. I was like, do you know how many thousands?
There's so many podcasts
of podcasts will pop up before my little ass podcast.
Black people?
And you just happen to stumble upon mine. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Hold on, because I want to see. So I just want to let y'all know, we typed in podcast for Black people and the option to see all. She been scrolling for at least 60 seconds. And mine has yet to pop up. Now, does that make me feel bad? Just a little bit. Gotta get my shit up. But there's no way that you just so happened to stumble upon mine and then knew it was me. No. Depending on what episode you clicked on, I didn't even say my name until like episode 12.
You used to go by Z.
Yeah, I usually just said Z. So, and even in the bio when you read what the podcast is about, it says Z, not Zaria. Mm-hmm. So, nigga. No. I don't know how he found out. I don't know, because he even knew what the name was. I was like, oh, you for real. Like, you're not lying.
You got 5 stars. 5 out of 5.
Period. Let's keep it consistent. By the way, if you're listening to this, pause the episode, leave a rating. Like, comment, subscribe. Do your girl a solid. So this is like a random opinion of mine. Actually, no, I don't want to talk about that first. I was going to say something that I suggest TikTok should do, like an update. But let me ask you a question. My cousins are at my house, and whenever my cousins are at my house, my mom like makes like a little picnic potluck. She just makes a whole bunch of different little foods because they picky as hell. Some of them eat French fries, some of them don't. Some of them only eat peanut butter and jelly. So we don't really eat pork. So we had beef hot dogs, and she got them beef bologna from the store. And I hadn't seen bologna in a long ass. I didn't even know they still made bologna.
I didn't know bologna had variations.
Yeah. So, but this is my thing. So I eat a hot dog, and I'm over here joking my cousin because he eating a bologna sandwich. I'm like, we not in the trenches no more. You can get out. Like I said, I didn't even know they still made bologna. So I'm obviously fucking with him. So he put the sandwich up to my face, and he was like, just bite it. And I was like, no, I'm not eating that. My mom was like, it's beef, you can eat it. And I was like, all right. So I bit it just to see what bologna was fucking with these days. I really think that what I'm trying to say is I really think that hot dogs are just rolled up bologna because them shit tasted exactly the same. I was like, this is just a hot dog on a sandwich, bro. This is a thinly sliced hot dog on a sandwich. Did you just put some lettuce and tomato on? It tasted exactly the same, mango. I started having a inferiority complex. I was like, are they just rolled up hot dogs? Is just bologna just flat hot dogs? When's the last time you ate bologna?
I actually despise bologna.
Oh, do you? Okay, because that shit, I thought it was nasty, but to me it just tastes like
all the way down to the way it's spelled type shit. Like,
oh yeah, bologna. Whoever did that deserved to be punched in the chest. But,
like the whole time, I swear I was like, oh, bologna, Baloney.
Right?
No,
that shit is literally BOLGNA.
Like, why is there a G in there?
Why is there not a Y?
Right?
Like bologna. That shit pissed me off every time I think about it. Anyway, okay, so Mango said she has a traumatizing story about bologna.
So it was like one of those summers, middle school summers or whatever. You know, your mama you're staying at home for summer while she at work and shit. So she's like getting you like the little Lunchables and the bologna or whatever. Right. So she got us bologna. She ain't never get us bologna before. Right. It used to be like turkey or ham.
That's what I'm saying.
She got us fucking bologna and then said that she wasn't going to be getting us any more lunch meat until the bologna was finished.
I used to hate when they did that shit. Why would you buy something we don't like?
Right.
It didn't threaten us to eat it.
So it's going days without being touched. No one's eating it. We're like we rather starve.
Yeah.
Like we'll wait till you get home to eat. So my god sister come over. Shout out to her. She was really trying to take one for the team. So we're telling her like, oh yeah, she won't get us no more lunch meat until all the bologna's gone. So she's like, okay, bet. So she gets she starts to make her a sandwich, and she puts like 3 or 4 things of meat of
she was like,
bologna.
I got your back. I got your back.
She was she made a thick ass sandwich.
That's fire. I would have been like, make 2, eat 2.
So we like, oh my God, finally we finna get this bologna out the house. Bro. So her mom comes over afterwards, and she's like, oh, so did y'all eat the bologna? We like, yeah, we ate it.
That shit was good.
So, but she's still eating the sandwich.
Oh no.
So she goes to check, like, oh, like, wow, this is a lot of bologna missing for someone who didn't like bologna. And we're like, yeah, we
see, why are you trying to why are you trying to play mind game? We ate the fucking bologna, like. Oh my God.
She's still trying to finish the rest of the sandwich. She realized that her daughter's eating all the fucking bologna meat, and she beats her. And I'm like, I feel so.
She beat her daughter?
Yeah, she beat her daughter for like.
Damn, I thought she was gonna beat y'all.
No, she beat her daughter for like
trying to help y'all
for getting that much meat, basically. Like, why?
But I'm eating it.
Yeah, she's.
You want the bologna to be eaten? I'm eating it. Why are you beating my ass? That would have made me so sad. I would have been like, "What?
I
what do you want
so
from me?"
Bad. Like, I'm
eating a double-decker sandwich. This meat is getting loud. Now, if the meat goes spoiled in the refrigerator, then you're gonna really be mad. I'm eating it. Did you want to bite? Like, I would have been so mad if I was a daughter. Like, why am I getting a beating?
Like, shout out to my god sister, man, for really taking one for the team, because
that was literally the definition of taking one for the team. Oh my gosh,
she real solid.
You understand? Okay. So, just a small little caveat, because this is just something that this is a personal opinion of mine. I feel like everybody would agree. I was scrolling on TikTok as I do, and I really feel like they should take this update idea of mine and pay me for it. But just listen. So, you know when you like have a TikTok sound, like we were talking about that Shelley Duvall TikTok sound earlier, and there's like a favorite video you have from that sound. Don't you think that TikTok should make, like, when you go to click on a sound, all the videos you've liked from that sound pop up on that first row, and then the other ones below that? Yeah. Because I'm so tired of hearing a sound and be like, oh, there was a video that I really used to like to this sound. I go, and there's thousands of fucking videos that I have to swipe through. I'm like, I'm never gonna fucking find it. And then my likes are already that I like shit every day, so it's right. Way down there. I don't got time to be fucking swiping through all that shit. I feel like if I click on the sound, the ones that I've already liked should pop up first, and then show me the other shit. I be thinking about that all the time. I be like, and I'm surprised that they don't. Oh my God, I saw another TikTok hat. I know I got ADHD. It's crazy, but I really did see another TikTok hat, and it was like if you hold the upper right side of the screen, it like fast forwards the video for you.
Yeah, I do that.
You knew that? Mm-hmm. Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know it was an unknown thing.
Yeah, I did that shit.
Like, I do it for the Reddit posts. Like when they're like,
Reddit teach you so much.
Like when they be like doing the little parkour for the Minecraft or whatever, and they just be fucking up. I'm like, all right, I'm not watching this.
So you just hold it down?
Yeah.
Girl, I realized that shit this morning because I watched a video of a girl saying it, and I was like, well, I'll be damned. I felt so bamboozled. I was like, how long has this been a thing? And why has nobody told me? And why is this the first time I'm seeing a video about it if everybody fucking knew? I felt so deceived. Okay, guys, so I don't know how long this video plan on being, but we're really just winging it right now. But I want to talk to you guys about something that I struggle with. Anytime I have to take medicine, I always try my hardest not to. And the only time I really have to take medicine is when I'm on my period, because sometimes my cramps be fucking me up. And I'm pretty sure I've had or have currently endometriosis, because I told you my cramps used to make me throw up. Like, a bitch couldn't stand up. But that was when I was like a teenager. When I got on birth control, they kind of subsided a little bit, and now they starting to creep back in. So that's the only time I really take medicine. But I am just so much not a pill swallower. Like, it's such a hassle to get the pill down my throat, and it's a hassle every time. I'm 25 years old, still have, and I cannot for the life of me swallow a pill with water, because then I can taste the residue of the pill is gonna get on my taste buds, and I'll throw the fuck up before the pill even get down my throat. Like, I can't do it. It has to be juice or something fizzy like ginger ale. I can't do it. And I'm definitely not going to do like a cough syrup. I can't do a cough syrup. So I have a traumatizing story this time. So when I was a kid, I used to have bronchitis, and I used to get sick all the time. Like, I'm allergic to cats. I just don't give a fuck. I don't do anything about it. But as a kid, it used to be really bad. and I had eczema in my scalp. I used to have to take a whole bunch of medicine. I was just a fucked up little kid, right? So at some point, my mom, and if y'all know what this is, please comment and tell me what it is, because I don't remember the name of it, but it was this liquid, and it was thick and it was white, and it tasted like the mouth of America. It was so fucking
cod
disgusting.
Liver oil?
What was it called?
Cod liver oil.
No, it was an actual medicine. It came in an orange bottle. It came that you had to keep in the refrigerator because you had to keep it cold. It was nasty as fuck. And then my mom tried to be on some slick shit. She used to give it to me in my mouth with a syringe, and she used to force that shit in the back of my throat to like make me swallow it faster. Pause. And I used to throw that shit up all over the refrigerator and the cabinets. She used to cuss my ass out. I'd be like, okay, well, I'm sorry for being 7, right? And you trying to like shove shit down my throat. It tastes disgusting. And it was like sweet, but not sweet. Like it was a violation. That's exactly it. What is that?
It says Amex. That's just the bottle of it.
Oh, okay. I want to call it amoxicillin, but I know that's not what it's called.
Oh, so I couldn't take that medicine. I'm actually allergic to all saline medicines. Like I can't take penicillin.
What is amoxicillin? Is it a nose spray?
No, it's
medicine.
Yeah, it's medicine.
Okay. I know that's not what that one in that orange bottle is called. But
I know they have. I think it was actually
amoxicillin. Mm-hmm. In that orange bottle you just Googled.
Hold on, let me. I'm gonna call my mama.
Okay, hold on. So Mango just called her mom to see if the medicine was called amoxicillin, and even though the medicine they were talking about was clear, I'm pretty sure that milky medicine, that white medicine, was still called amoxicillin. If you are,
no, she said it had amoxicillin.
Oh, it had amoxicillin in it. Okay. If you are in healthcare, medicine, any type of, and you know what we're talking about, please comment or DM me and tell me what that medicine was, because it tasted like everybody in America spit in each other's mouth and then poured it in a bottle. It was disgusting. I hated it.
Feels like the switch in my jaw.
I don't think I ever had cod liver oil. It sounds lumpy as hell.
It's not. It's liquidy.
It tastes like fish.
I don't know what to explain it, but it was so stank.
And why did you have to have that?
It's good. It has good benefits. Like it helps you stay healthy and stuff. I used to hate going to my grandma's house. Like RFP that lady.
You had to eat it?
Down. Yeah, like she'll be like, "Oh, hey, baby." Spoonful of cod liver oil. No. So as soon as you walk in the door, cod liver oil.
Oh my god!
And then mind you, she would get the liquid form when they had pills. I would rather swallow a pill.
Oh no, I would just had to run. I don't want to do either one of those.
And then the pill was like gummy, so it's just like the little capsule, not like gummy, like I'm saying like squishy.
Oh, squishy. Yeah.
So it was just like the oil in the pill, like the dissolvable pill with oil. I would rather take those than a spoonful of cod liver oil.
No, absolutely not. Okay, y'all, we about to wrap the episode up. We actually not doing bad. We're only at like 50 minutes. This is really good. Girl, if I was by myself, I'd be in hour number 2 talking about absolute bullshit. But there's a story I want to tell you because I just feel like I should. So, and this is how traumatizing my life as a child was. So, I used to live in this neighborhood. Literally, that's gonna be on my headstone. But I used to live in this neighborhood in North Carolina, right? And everybody in this neighborhood had dogs. It was literally a neighborhood full of Black and Hispanic people. No Asian people, no white people. It was literally just Black people, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. That's all.
Niggas and niggas adjacent.
Literally, niggas and niggas adjacent. In this little cul-de-sac. Everybody out here had a dog. I had a pit bull. My sister had a chihuahua. My mom had a chihuahua. And there was a lady named Miss Olga who lived across the street. She had a pool and a trampoline. We'd be over that bitch house every day. We loved her. Her kids were a little bit older than us, but it didn't matter. She had a son named Mateo. He was fine as hell. Oh my god, he was so good looking. That nigga had 5 years on me tops, but he was already a teenager. But I was like, Jesus Christ, give me a chance. And so they had this little dog, and I couldn't swim, so I didn't fuck around in the pool a lot, especially when the teenagers were in there. It's just awkward. I'm a little, 10. I'm like, I'm not coming in here with y'all. So I used to either be on the trampoline or I was outside playing with a dog. And so if it was a Friday night, all the kids would be playing in the street. Wow, I miss being a kid. Anyway, this is the seldom part. This is like the small sliver part of my childhood where it was like nice when I was still living with my birth mom. But if it was a Friday night and we didn't have school the next day, all the kids would be playing outside because it was a cul-de-sac, so you could see everybody. And all the parents would be outside smoking on their lawn chairs, got a beer, music playing, they talking to each other. You can hear Spanish music. This is how you just hear all types of music and shit, right? So it wasn't dark outside, but it was getting there. It was like 7:30 ish, right? Then the bats start coming out, and out here, I used to live in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So out there, when it got dark, the bats used to start coming out, and the bats back in the day, I don't know about now, they probably fuck you up now. They used to let you touch them, and you could grab them and like throw them, and they'll like, you know, keep flying and shit, and they'll keep coming back to your hand, so you can like either tap them or throw them. And I used to love doing that shit because I love animals. Right? It's just me and Miss Olga dog over here playing with bats. He trying to bite them and she trying to eat them, and you know he not successful. But she has a little Yorkie or something like that. Right? So the sun is still out. It's just setting, so it's not dark, but it's like it's dewy. So we all chilling outside, right? The teenagers come from the pool. They sitting on the curb, wet, talking, laughing, chilling. Kids chasing around. All of a sudden, the Yorkie that I'm playing with just starts trotting down the street. You know, just going from house to house like it usually do. Out of nowhere, this big ass hawk comes, swoops down, and snatches this fucking dog up and just keeps fucking flying, bro. When I tell you the audible silence that fell upon that street, nobody. Well, Miss Olga was like screaming, but there's nothing you could do. The hawk was gone. Like he was flying, he was like leaving, and the noise the dog made will forever haunt me. Like I had nightmares about it. Like the dog was screaming for his life, and it was nothing he could do. Everybody's mouth was like, everybody's mouth was just gaped open. Like there was nothing you could say. It was nothing you could do.
What could you say?
Nothing. And then one of the neighbor's husbands, he was in the military. He had a gun. He was like, "I'm gonna shoot it." No, you're not. You're not gonna make it. But by the time you turn around and go get the gun in the house, the bird, we can't even see the bird no more now. The bird is gone. And so is the dog. Mean,
honestly, like that is a traumatizing
story.
It
was everybody saw it.
But I feel like it could have been a lot worse because hawks also like they fly really high.
Yeah.
And like
she could have dropped it.
Yeah, she could have dropped it to kill it. Like that would have like.
I think I would have preferred that because I would have tried to catch my dog or something like that. I would have.
But from that altitude, and
I
then
know,
dropping,
but I would have
preferred
to have seen my dog dead than for her to potentially take my dog away and eat that bitch alive. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you did drop my dog, then I could have his body to bury, and I just know that he died from being dropped on his fucking neck. But the image of you taking my dog to your nest and having your babies pick my goddamn dog alive would ruin my fucking life. And that lady was never the same after that. Miss Olga was never the same.
Yeah, she never got another dog. A bitter old lady.
She never came outside no more. She never she was just never the same. I was like, this poor lady. And the music turned off. The kids and everything, niggas was like, all right, y'all, come in the house. Like, it's
record
right.
Scratch.
Like, literally, like,
before the hawks.
Like, it was such a traumatic scene. I was like, oh my God. And in that same neighborhood, I think I told you this story. In that same neighborhood, we were on the trampoline, and it was a huge trampoline too. You could fit like 10 people up there. It was huge. They had money out there. It was a military neighborhood. And my mom used to fuck a military man, so she had the goods. Anyway, that's besides the point.
I know that's right. Get your bag, queen.
Right? Get your bag, queen. Anyway, we were all jumping on the trampoline, and this little boy, he was maybe 2 years younger than me. He had a hamster, and he would always like take his hamster outside. His mom was like, "You need to stop doing it because if you drop him, he gonna run away. And you're never gonna be able to catch him. Like he fast as fuck. He get in the bush, he gone. I'm not looking for no hamster outside. That's where this nigga belong anyway." So he kept taking him outside. His mom was like, "All right, nigga, whatever." So we get on the trampoline. He get on the trampoline with the hamster, put the hamster in his pocket. It's 1,000 kids jumping on the trampoline. The hamster falls out of his pocket and just gets stomped into the fucking trampoline.
I knew it.
And when I say into the trampoline, like his body is like stomped into the material of the trampoline. Like he's coming from the other side of the trampoline. It was traumatic as fuck. And nobody realized it until somebody slipped and fell. And he was like, "What the fuck is that?" And it's just dead, smushed hamster all over the trampoline.
That's so traumatizing.
It was very traumatizing, Mango. It was very. And like, everybody was screaming. And the only thing I was worried about was, please don't let there be hamster on me. Because I'm going to lose my shit.
I would have lost my shit too.
And luckily, I was one of the younger ones. So I was jumping towards the little metal thing anyway, because I didn't want my body to, because if you get in the middle where everybody, your ass is, if you like,
you're done.
You getting flown to the fucking moon. So I was hopping towards the little metal bar at the end of the trampoline. Girl, when I saw that fucking smushed hamster, I was like, why is my life like this? Like, why do I have to see the most horrendous shit ever?
But no, that reminds me of another hamster kind of story.
They die so tragically.
They do. I've never seen a hamster die at peace like mine. My hamster's the only one that died peacefully. But So not my hamster. So it was like, she was like, oh, they were remodeling and the hamster got away. They could not find the hamster.
No.
So now the husband, he's laying carpet down. And, he gets to it, and now there's just a hump in the middle of the carpet.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, what the fuck? So he did it one time. He's like, this
to like
hump,
pop the hump. He thought it was an air bubble.
Yeah, he thinks it's an air bubble. He's like, oh my goodness. He proceeds to
A-Town stump.
No, not A-Town. He gets like a brick or something and like smash this air bubble. No. And then he hears a pop, and then he sees this die, and he's like, So now he peels it up, and he's like,
He's like, oh shit.
Little Jessica never got that hamster back.
Oh my gosh. So, but this is my thing. After that first stomp, because I'm assuming if you're trying to pop an air bubble in your carpet, you're going to stomp hard as fuck.
Right.
If that air bubble didn't come, and you had to have felt that it was something under there. Your foot felt that goddamn hamster. Whether you knew it was an animal or not, you had to know something was under there. To get a brick and start smashing that shit is OD, no matter what the fuck you thought it was. That is crazy. The hamster was like, nigga, what did I do?
My dad killed a rat with a brick.
It was in the house?
So, okay.
Was it in the house?
They came from in the house, yes.
Okay.
So we were so every time this is when I was living off of Moncrief. Oh my gosh, it's so good over there. That's where that's where the rats be at.
That's where
like Jacksonville niggas, they know what I'm talking about.
Okay. So, if you're from Jacksonville, you know what you're talking about. I just got here.
So every time our neighbor would clean up his area, all the rats from his area, because he used to have a junky ass backyard, they would transfer and crawl over to our house.
Not transfer.
Yeah. So we were at this point, we were just so sick of it, we were moving and stuff. Yeah. So I was throwing everything in my dresser away. Like we were starting all the way over.
Yeah, fresh.
So they were like getting stuff and burning it outside in the back. It was like it was 6 rats in my dresser. But
your dresser?
In my dresser.
Oh no.
The dresser I stopped touching altogether. I used to just keep my stuff in a little bag because I was like, I
can't do it, yeah.
So like just to imagine to open it and then
something just like oh my goodness gracious, that's crazy.
So yeah, so he my dad's from I think he called it Durkeeville. I don't know.
Okay. That's a place in Jacksonville too?
Yeah, it's a place in Jacksonville. He got one of the rats. He caught one of the rats on like one of the little traps. It was like the sticky trap or whatever. He go out to the back with a brick and was like, "West side, nigga."
Oh my gosh. What the hell? I
was like, sir, you're too
should have had to
deep
rep
in the
myself for a
trenches.
second. Not too deep in the trenches. My dad shot a rat before.
Shot a rat?
Yeah. This is before my time though. This is a story that they tell me. Back in Virginia, if you're from Virginia Beach, out Lynn Haven area, I think. Back in the day though. This is back in the day. My parents in their 60s and 70s. This is way back in the day. And they had a house that was infested with rats. But they were big ass rats. And he said they was the type of rats that fought back. Long story short, he ended up having to shoot them. And I thought that was a horrific story. I was like, you shot it? And he was like, I shot multiple. I was like, multiple? My goodness, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't think I would fight a rat. I think I would
how just skilled of a shooter you have to be
to shoot a rat? Or even worse, you know how big of a rat
it has to be to get shot.
To get shot at? You shot that
multiple
nigga?
rats.
So that's a grown man. Oh my god, no.
Probably size of possums and shit.
That's crazy. Honestly though, I'm not scared of rats. I've held rats. I'm not scared. They don't gross me out or anything like that. But like, I don't think I would want to wake up and see one in my house. I wouldn't want to kill it, but I would want it to get the fuck out of my house. And sometimes they be big as fuck.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't like rats.
A New York rat is the size of a husky. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like you said, it was like a viral TikTok going around of like a rat just taking a bath, and it was like a big ass rat.
Oh my god, I saw it. That was like, he had soap and stuff, and he was washing his face, and he was going under his arms. That was actually cute as fuck. I know the exact video you're talking about. I was like, he looked like Master Splinter.
I was disgusted. Like, you're big enough to know how to
shower. He's
shower.
fully
you're
showering. Yeah, he was taking a grown man shower.
Like, you on the side of me in New York. Why are you?
He late
pay
for work.
My rent. Pay my rent.
He gotta catch the subway. He's late for work.
You need to help on this rent, nigga. You're taking showers and shit. You're getting the suds that I'm
teeth.
dropping on. And you right there next to me, like,
he's like, I got you, bro. No problem, brother.
I got this.
I got you, brother.
Nothing's getting wasted.
He was literally like washing his hair, his face, and everything. I thought that was the cutest thing. I was like, look at him getting ready for his little 9 to 5.
And it was just me, pure
just disgust.
Like,
nothing but disgust. I don't know, but
I don't like the way rats look.
I think
like cute. That's why I'm also not gonna go watch the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. For one, I don't like the art style, and also I don't like the way the rat looks.
I think I like the art style. Have you seen the new Spider-Man, the Miles Morales, Across the Spider-Verse? Mm-hmm. Did you like that art style?
Yeah, I did. I think they said it's the same people, and it's just like I refuse to believe that.
I don't want to believe that. Mm-hmm. I loved that. It was long as fuck. That movie was almost 3 hours. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It didn't even feel like it, but also it was like
I saw it 3 times, so it felt like it to me.
Well, that's why.
I was like, God damn, I don't remember this movie being that long.
Now, I will say towards the end where it gets to the cliffhanger, yeah, I'm like, all right. I'm like, this movie been on for a good minute. I'm like, I've
adjusted my seat several times.
I'm like, we're not going to see how this ends, are we? And then it did the little spark, and then to be continued, I was like,
okay, got it. There, that's what I was waiting for. But it was a great movie every time I watched it. Now, let me ask you this, because you also seen Into the Spider-Verse, the first one, first Miles Morales movie. There was a debate going around on TikTok, and luckily it came up, in my opinion, it came up, that way. But you know the part in the Across the Spider-Verse where he was like, everybody's telling me how I'm supposed to live my life. And he was like, nah, I'm going to do my own thing. Mm-hmm. They were saying that part of the movie was better than the What's Up Stranger part in Into the Spider-Verse. You remember that part where he was like, it's just a leap of faith, Miles. That's all you got to do. And he jumped off the building. Mm-hmm. And the song was like, What's Up Stranger? That part gave me goosebumps across my entire body. That was the best piece of cinema I've seen in a long time, minus recent animes I've watched. Mm-hmm. You don't remember that part in the movie?
I think I do remember that part.
Hold on, I'm gonna make you watch it right now. Hold on, let me stop recording. Hold on. Okay, so Mango just watched both. She watched the What's Up Stranger scene, and she watched the I'm gonna do my own thing scene. Give me your opinion.
I think the What's Up Stranger, What's Up Danger,
right?
It's the better one.
Exactly.
Like, I get it. Okay, he's like, I'm doing my own thing. It's like him like talking his shit,
right?
But it's just like also like What's Up Danger is the one that is the most identifying one,
right?
That's him knowing that he is what he is,
right?
Like he knew what he was.
Jumped off the top of a building, like what?
With just a leap of faith. Didn't even know if he was gonna catch that,
right?
For real.
Didn't know if he was really them webs was really gonna come out or not. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm gonna do my own thing. He done had a whole year.
He been doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? We know that. You know what I'm saying? So for people to be like, that was such a pivotal moment in the movie, like, okay, it wasn't. First of all, fuck Gwen. No, I'm just kidding. No, but really.
No, fuck Gwen.
Because you low-key ruined my life. And your life and a lot of other people's lives. You did not have to come all the way out here. I was like I said, I drew my little pictures of you. I was having my little fantasies. You did not have to come back, bitch. I was going to heal by myself.
I really hope he gets with that black girl. Like, I really hope
I know, you saw the spark at the end when they was making googly eyes with each other. I was like, all right now.
Right, like.
Also, it took me way too long to realize that other nigga was also Miles. They put braids in his hair. I didn't know who the fuck he was. I had to watch it. I had watched it the first time, and I was like, why is Miles looking at him like that? I was like, who is that nigga? The braids completely.
But you didn't peep also where he was like, you took your braids out?
No.
That's so
Now,
funny.
The second time I watched it, I was like, oh my God, it was so much shit I missed watching it the first time. I was like, oh my goodness, I missed all of that. But the first time, I was fucking clueless. I was like,
as soon as he said, oh, you took your braids out or whatever, I was like, oh, okay, it's another one. He in the wrong world.
That's crazy. You know how quick with it you got to be to get that? I was like, why would that nigga have braids? I was so confused.
And then also when he was like, oh, I'm Spider-Man too, I was like, oh, okay, he's in the wrong world when he tried to admit to his mom.
I did know he was another dimension when his mom was like, who the fuck is Spider-Man? And I was like, ain't no way.
Like, be fucking for
And then when
Spider-Man.
He glitched on the stairs, I was like, this nigga fucked up.
Right.
He fucked up. But
not even he fucked up. The machine fucked up because they went to where the spider was from. Yeah,
which is crazy. The writing is crazy.
Their whole logic for Miles being the problem pisses me off.
I know.
Like the spot pisses me off too. Like, you're mad. All you can really blame Miles for is him throwing that fucking bagel at you.
Facts.
Because that's what he did. Why were you in the collider Anyway, you see these niggas fighting.
Right.
Like, you see it's trains literally floating in between time and shit. And your ass was trying to get the collider.
Right.
You deserve that.
Like, wrong time, wrong place, wrong actions. Like, nigga,
you got what you deserve. You need to be mad at the nigga who made you build it.
Exactly. Like,
that's who you need to be mad at.
You mad at a fucking teenage boy. Like,
Miguel, he's like, oh, like, this man really went across universes to become a dad. To be a dad to a daughter.
I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life. I'm gonna just say that right now.
You seen that your past self was dead. You hid that girl's father's body.
Yeah.
And try to continue on.
Yep. Like, that's shit sweet.
That's nothing that Miles did.
Right.
Miles is trying to get back home to his thing.
Right.
And then they come out, oh, this is canon event, this is canon event. No, it's not.
It's
his
really
canon event was when his uncle fucking died.
That he was like, and I'm trying to tell y'all niggas that, and y'all think y'all act like y'all know me, it was better for me and shit like that. Like, what?
No, because they seen it when they had did the flashback of all the canon events. They put his uncle dying as his canon event. So why is that his canon?
Why do I need another one? And then the part that I didn't understand is when he was like, most of the time it's like the chief of police that died, and he was like, Gwen, isn't your dad the chief? And she was like, yeah. So that meant she just didn't give a fuck if he died or not? Like, what did that mean? That's crazy.
It was not even that she give a fuck if he died.
She just know he's gonna die.
Mind you, she saved her dad from dying in the beginning of the movie. So it was just like, you're like, yeah, nigga, you saved your dad from dying. So why is it a problem?
Why is it a problem? Yeah, it's cool when you do it, but it's fucked up when I do it. Yeah, I hated that whole scene in the movie. Like,
then they're like, oh yeah, you save whoever that the prime minister in that one comment.
Yeah, the Indian dude.
Yeah, the Indian dude comment. And they're like, you weren't supposed to do that. That's why it's the comment. I'm like, no, it's not. The comment's doing that because Spot just came through,
literally,
and just annihilated
and
all
just
this
fucked
shit.
all this shit up. Y'all trying to blame it on Miles when y'all don't even know who really behind this shit.
Like, Miguel, the only reason your daughter disappeared, it wasn't even your daughter. That's not your daughter. Let's first thing first. The only reason that y'all disappeared is because you went into the world trying to be that person, Spider-Man,
knowing damn well
that Spider-Man already died.
Exactly.
So that's on you.
Hobie honestly was the best part. Is that his name?
Hobie? Yeah.
He was the best part of the whole. Fine. He what?
Hobie? Spider-Punk? Fine.
See, that's what I was thinking. See, I'm glad you said it first, because that's what I was thinking about, that little braided Miles. I was like, that nigga cute. I was like, he look good. I didn't know it was Miles.
I didn't like them braids.
I fucked with him. I told you it turned him into a whole new nigga for me. I was like, I've never seen this nigga before in my life, but I like the way he looked.
I'm like, these braids dangly as
Hobie was, thin. Especially because I got a thing for British people. I love it so much. So when I heard the accent, and then I found out Daniel Kaluuya voiced him, I was like, oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. But I did love his character.
I was like, Hobie to the room.
Did he have wigs?
Yeah, he did.
He did have wigs. That's crazy seeing a British dude have wigs.
And then it's like so sad seeing all these niggas cosplay. I know. And they don't have wigs.
They don't have it. Yeah, like, it's like
you have this Justin Bieber.
I saw somebody have like spikes.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. That's not what he had.
This is for the niggas.
Right. I want you to stop. Immediately I want you to stop. Yeah. But yeah, I that movie was crazy. What were we really talking about? Oh, the Ninja Turtles. I want to see the Ninja Turtles. I promise you, we're about to wrap this episode up. I promise you.
No, you're fine.
But I want to see the Ninja Turtles only because I feel like they actually picked teenage kids to voice these Ninja Turtles.
Well, that'd be cool if they did.
The animation is, whatever. But I think I really want to see it because I think they picked actual kids to voice it. But
that's cool. No,
it's not for me.
It's just animation.
Honestly, though, you're not gonna be missing anything. They have like 14 movies of
different thing.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like they're good if you don't see this one. Like it's okay.
Shout out to them making the girl black though, because the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was based off of his black wife.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, it was based off his black wife. They just whitewashed her over the years.
Oh well, that's not surprising. Okay, wait. So I said I wasn't gonna do an Am I the Asshole for this episode, but I am to close it out. But I have one more question before I do that. His music loud as fuck. Like it's crazy.
Every time you be editing, you be like, oh, if y'all could hear this, you can't hear nothing.
Really?
You don't hear nothing.
That one time I was recording in the rain. Could you hear that? I could have sworn because it was thundering and everything. I was like, this is so disrespectful. Like the causes of nature just started to act the fuck up whenever I hit record. I promise you, it's so disrespectful. Anyway, so before I do the Am I the Asshole, and it's gonna be another freestyle one, y'all, because this is finally the one. Remember what I said a lot of episodes ago that this girl sent me an Am I the Asshole on Instagram, and she told me I should do it, and I never did it. If you listen to this, I'm so sorry, but I'm finna do it, so I hope you enjoy it. But the question I want to ask you, Mango, before I do the Am I the Asshole is, what when you were growing up as a kid, what rules did your parents have in the house that like your peers' parents didn't have? Like any rules that were like weird or anything like that?
Now that you got me thinking about it.
You want me to tell you mine first? Yeah. Okay, so when I got adopted, my parents didn't like uninvited guests. So that means like when I was a kid, like my friends just couldn't come over the house, knock on the door, and ask if I could come outside to play. They hated that shit. My dad would be like, "Does she know you was coming over?" No, he would slam the door in everybody's face. If none of us in this house know you coming over, you not getting what you want out of this house. You need to call anybody, text somebody, and say, "Hey, I'm coming over so we can play." I don't know why. And I've told multiple people that, and they be like, "Oh, your dad tripping." I'm like, my mom was like that too. They just did not like uninvited guests. If nobody in this house knows you coming over here,
I don't like people just popping up.
Yeah, you're just not about to pop up at my house and get whatever you want. And he wouldn't even tell me. I find out later that night. He was like, "Oh, some little girl came over here looking for you," and I'm like, "Who?" He was like, "I don't know. I didn't ask her name, but she said you ain't know she was coming over." So you hear it? I'm saying every time I'm recording, just like why you got to back up right now. So if y'all hear that, it's just because it's a nigga outside her house. It's Amazon, and he really doing his job. Like, look at it, it's getting louder. I'm not even gonna edit this out. This is the ghettoest shit I've ever been a part of.
Just him reversing.
He's just doing his job. That's all he doing. But so can you think of any just like rules and regulations or something that your mom just did not fucking play about growing up?
I couldn't I really didn't have like summer parties either. I didn't have summer parties. Like I couldn't ask somebody, "Oh, can they come over?" Like, yeah. No matter what I did.
So you couldn't go over nobody's house and nobody could come over your house? Mm-mm. Yeah, I understand that. I could go over people's houses because my biological mom, she'd be like, "Yeah, please leave. Go anywhere." But I would never want people to come over my house because my mom would like have sex and stuff, and I could hear it, and I'd be like, "There's no way my friends can come over here and this shit like it." And luckily, when I was the age of having like some parties and shit, luckily my friends lived in walking distance, so I could just walk to their house, or their parents would come pick me up. Cause you can't stay over here. Like I told you, my mom was bipolar and she had OCD. Like you cannot wake up and hear this bitch cussing us out because the kitchen's not clean. Like you cannot witness that. She gonna punch somebody in the head, and I don't want it to be you because you can call the police, and I just don't need that type of energy on a Sunday morning. So yeah, but that was it. My mom didn't really have any rules because she was just like a rogue parent. But
my parents were like really strict, but it wasn't like hair colors, like when getting braids and stuff, like all the little kids used to have like blues and stuff like that. I couldn't have none of that. They were trying to get me and it's sad, like they were trying to have me in the worker mindset, so only natural hair colors.
I see. I mean, that's not too bad. But then again,
like you want to let your child be creative. She's in fifth grade. Facts. Why she's walking around with all these colorful ass book bags and stuff.
Facts. I'm pretty sure if I wanted to color my hair, nobody would have had an issue with that. I just didn't want to. But I was a very mild child because I was so traumatized by everything that I was quiet for a long time. And I think when I got my first boyfriend is when I started to like wanting to actually express myself like that. But it's crazy because you would have thought that from the childhood that I had and nobody was being a strict parental figure in my life that I would just go fucking crazy. But the craziest thing I ever did was like smoke weed. And and after I smoked weed, it wasn't like I would smoke weed at a party, shake ass, give head, and then come home. I would smoke weed with my friends, dap them up. All right, y'all, come home, eat anything out the refrigerator, and take my ass to sleep. Like, I was just, I didn't have anybody like, you better not do this, because I wasn't doing it anyway, so they didn't have anything to say.
Yeah, I was the good child. My brother hit the middle. He was a middle child, so he more so act up.
It's always the fucking middle child.
Yeah, I did whatever the hell she wanted me to do. I did not have the time to argue with them.
Yeah, facts.
So now they always call me to complain about the middle and youngest child because they treat
them better. And I'm like, it's different for me because I'm the youngest. So, and my brother used to put us through the fucking ringer. It's always the middle kid. He used to be. That's another topic for another episode. But that nigga used to put us through a lot. Child Protective Service was knocking on the door every week.
Oh god,
that nigga was a menace to society, a menace to the neighborhood, and a menace to the city. Anyway, my mom used to complain about the middle child and the oldest child because my sister just refuses to have a good life. Like I told you about it earlier. She just loved making bad decisions. When she don't need to. It's barbaric. So when me and my mom were still in contact, she used to always call the youngest child and complain about her two oldest kids. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know. She was like, I just don't understand why they just can't chill. And I'm just like, I don't know either. That's not the conversation.
I'm like, maybe you should talk to them.
Maybe you should talk to them. Yeah, like maybe you should, but we all have such a weird relationship with her because, like, it's just weird. Like, we don't really look at her as our mom. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we cuss around her. We be like, bitch, shut up. Like, we just, because she's just not like she's just not a mom. Like, she's just a homegirl that raised us. Like, it's so weird and traumatized the fuck out of us.
Homegirl that raised us.
Yeah, just a homegirl that raised us. Anyway, because she was like 19 when she had my sister. She was 21 when she had me.
My mom was like 21, 22 when she had me.
No, she was 19 when she had my sister. She was 18, 19, 20 when she had my brother, and she was 23 when she had me because I'm 4. Yeah, something like that. Girl, I don't know. Okay, anyway. All right, y'all, we ended this episode. This is going to be the longest episode I've ever put out. And
you didn't even do the Am I the Asshole?
I'm about to do the Am I the Asshole right now. I'm about to do it right now. See, she thought I was about to 86 the whole shit. Okay, so the Am I the Asshole, y'all, is going to be another ghetto one like I did last week because, like I said, there was a really nice girl who DM'd me and she was like, you should do this video as an Am I the Asshole? And I said okay, and I did like 8 Am I the Assholes other than the one that she sent me. So I'm gonna do it right now, and I remember the video. So, and I might butcher a little bit, but just you gonna get the gist of the story. So the Am I the Asshole was a video of this dude. He was a black dude, but that doesn't really matter. And he said he had met up with this girl that he met online, and he came over her house to chill and to, possibly fuck. And I'm assuming that they did. Or if they didn't, they were going to. And she asked him if she could watch her kids while she ran to the store. And he was like, okay, by the way, I might be butchering the story like I said, but like I said, this is the outcome and the gist of the story is going to be correct. So she ends up going to the store. I don't think she told him how many kids she had. So when she said kids, he assumed that she only had like 2. So he see the kids and stuff like that, and then like another one come out, and then another one come out. He's like, oh my god, this is a lot of fucking kids. Like, how many? She didn't even tell me she had 2 more hiding in the back and shit like that. So she been gone for like 30 minutes to an hour. He called her, she not answering. He texts her, she not answering. It's going on 2-3 hours now. He's like, okay, where the fuck is this bitch? And then he finally called her, she answered, and she's like, oh, I had to run some errands, like I had to do da-da-da-da, like I'm gonna be back whenever I can. And he was like, bitch, whenever you can, like these not my fucking kids, like where are they fathers at? Like somebody gotta feed them, it's getting late at night, like what the fuck, I don't know these niggas, they don't know me, they looking at me, I'm looking at them, like come get your fucking kids. Like, and then on top of that, like, you can't just be leaving your kids with anybody. Like, bitch, you don't know me as well as I don't know you. Like, why are you so trusting to leave your kids with me for several hours?
Especially someone who came over to fuck.
Exactly. That's what he was saying. Like, I'm about to call the police. So he waited a couple hours. Long story short, he ended up calling the police. CPS get involved. And the story from there is history. That nigga leave and go on about his business. He was like, am I the asshole? So I was reading the comments. And the comments were like, yeah, you just put those kids through unnecessary trauma for no reason. You probably got them taken away from their mother. Like, it was nothing to go to McDonald's and get the kids a Happy Meal. You could have fed those kids. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy.
What if I only had this economy $20
for myself
to my next check?
And what do you talk about? Feed 4 kids, including myself. That's 5 miles. McDonald's ain't as cheap as it used to be, bitch. That's my whole 20 plus 10.
Like, we all just gonna get a small fry. That's crazy. And look at each other. Like,
that's not no. And y'all already know me. I'm not the biggest fan of kids, so it's just like the safest option for your kids was for me to call the police, because I thought about leaving a couple times. Your kids could have just been in here, like, by themselves.
I honestly wouldn't have agreed to watch your kids right up the street.
No, because as soon as you walked out the door, I'm right behind you. Because where are we going? I'm not letting you leave me, and I'm not letting you shut the door behind me with these kids, and I'm not doing that.
And then you didn't even specify that you had 2 more.
Right. 2 more hiding in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they come out like fucking...
Where's my mom?
That's crazy. I didn't even know you were here. I don't know where she at, but I also didn't know you existed. So, this is 2 more than I agreed to actually watch. And it don't even matter what she was doing. It don't matter if she actually had errands to run, if she was out there tricking.
Paying bills.
It really don't matter what she was doing. You do not leave 4 kids. And I think they were all pretty young.
Like, saying I'll get back when I can.
When I can, that means you have no ETA specifically on when you come into... No.
When you already been gone hours.
Right.
Like, you went to go to...
It's nighttime.
She went to work.
Like, it's nighttime. And if you work in an overnight shift, I'm going to punch you in your chest next time I see you. Like, there's no way you bamboozled me into doing this. Like, and people in the comments were just not seeing that. People in the comments were all holier than thou. Like, oh, I would have fed them kids. I just can't leave. Oh, and that's beautiful for you. That's a wonderful
And I'm pretty
experience.
sure the police fed them kids.
And I'm pretty sure they did. And I'm sure them kids are... Hopefully, they getting a hot meal every night. Because it's not looking like they was getting that before this encounter.
Talking about the kids hungry.
Right.
I'm hungry.
Looking at me all hungry and shit. I'm hungry. Only got $20 in my name. What? Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna post that clip on TikTok so y'all can tell me y'all opinion. Cause I know it's always somebody. It was one time I posted and my asshole lady was cussing me out like I did it. I was like, ma'am, this is from Reddit. Like, this is not my personal. Like, please, with the bitches and so she was calling me all types of names. I had to delete it. I was like, okay, now I had to block her.
I would have kept it up her. I would have kept it up there. Look at
it was triggering me. It was triggering me. I was like, let's just block. She was unhinged as fuck and not in the way I like. Anyway, I'm gonna post that clip on TikTok and y'all comment and let me know what you think. Other than that, yeah, Mango, I'm pretty sure Mango is gonna be on a lot more episodes, especially when I start doing videos. Y'all can see, especially y'all can just see how fat her ass is. Anyway, but yeah, that's been episode 39, guys. No, literally, I'm gonna be like, the title of the first episode we do on video is gonna be like the fattest ass in the world, the Guinness Book. I promise you. I'm gonna clickbait it. I'm not lying to you.
They were like,
right. Literally, they gonna be like, man, get the fuck. But still, it's gonna be a sight to see. All right, say bye, Mango.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Okay, guys, that's the end of the episode. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you know your girl's on TikTok. Let's make this podcast the podcast, okay, y'all? I want to hear you talk about it in the streets. 5 stars if you're feeling frisky, and 5 stars even if you're not. All the beautiful music in this episode is by the amazing Zoe Marie. Zoe's music can be found on all streaming platforms, so please go listen and love it just like I do. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.